Yeah, hi, Dolph Lundgren playing Gunnar Jensen in Expendables 4. Well, look, the Expendables, that franchise is very special because, we've done four of these, and all the guys in the movie are kind of similar in some ways. We like sports, we like action, we have similar tastes. So the cast is very closely knit, so to speak. So for me to come back and work with Jason, work with Sly, and see Randy again, and all the new people, it's really a blast for sure. Well, it's 8 years ago that the last Expendables was shot, so it's been a while, and now the group has expanded. We have Megan Fox, we have 50 Cents, Andy Garcia is with us. Uh, all great actors and really cool personalities that I think helps the franchise quite a bit. When Sly called me back in 2009, I think it was, and he sent me the script. Hey, Doc, I got a script. Check it out. See what you think. So I started reading the script, and it was like I hadn't read a Sylvester Stallone script for 20 years. But he's a very good writer, and he's very special the way he writes. It's a very cynical, dark, but entertaining, and in this case, very violent world that didn't really exist in the late, say, 2009, 2010. Everything was going visual effects, and there were no real, big guys kicking butt anymore. There was no real fights or very few like shootouts with using blanks and, real weapons. So I think it kind of struck a nerve, especially with the young kids who maybe their parents are watching action movies in the 80s and 90s, but now they had something they could watch. And I think the way it was cast was very clever by Stallone because he had people who were kind of from that era, a little bit over the hill. I hadn't been on this big screen for 15 years or something like that when he hired me for Expendables 4. Sorry. I hadn't been on the big screen for 15 years when he hired me for Expendables for the first one. And then he had Jet Li, who was like, had been established, Statham was kind of new then. But then he had Randy Couture and Terry Crews and Mickey Rourke himself. So I think, and Bruce Willis was in it, Arnold was in it. So I think that, there's something unique about this franchise that, I think is continuing with this picture, and it has to do with kind of love of good old fashioned action movies. Great. They should close the door. Funny.
You're from Sweden. My mum's from Sweden.
Oh, really? Oh,
I've got a
wow.
Swedish passport. I don't look Swedish.
No, where's she from?
She was born in Stockholm.
Stockholm.
And
Oh,
her
great.
brother, he's called Kjell Gehammer. He lives. He used to work for the Strand Hotel on
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Broadway.
Strand Hotel. I
So
know.
you might have met him. He's
Yeah.
called Kjell Gehammer, and he. I'll show
What
you.
was she doing there?
He was the managing
Your
director.
dad? No,
My uncle.
your uncle.
Yeah, I'll show you a photo.
Strand Hotel. Yeah, I've stayed there a few times. It's this Grand Hotel, Strand Hotel, in the same area down there, and
Yeah,
right by the water.
exactly.
Well, look, I've done four movies with Stallone, and this is the fifth one, so I'm always excited to work with him because he's kind of a marvel, and he just knows what the public wants, and it's always fun because he always brings something new and crazy and unpredictable to the table. And of course, Jason, he's a great lead in this picture, and he's one of the few guys who can do his own fights, like we all used to do in the 80s and 90s. And we all still do, but he's a great guy to meet up with again. Randy and I work out a lot together, and we're both fighters, so it's great to see him. And then, of course, 50 is a great guy. He really fits in. He's a really cool personality and big guy, big and strong. I didn't expect him to be muscular like that. And Megan, of course, beautiful and has a great following as well. And then our Andy Garcia, who's a fabulous actor and also get to do some cool action in this flick too. Well, in the very first Expendables, Gunner was kind of a bad guy. He was like the traitor who, in the original script, was killed. And on his deathbed, he kind of helped Stallone catch the real bad guys, but then he died. But when we halfway through the movie, Sly made a decision that Gunner should survive. So that's the reason I came back for number 2, number 3, and now number 4. So each picture there's usually something a bit comedic with Gunner. I think he's a bit of a comedic relief because he's the only one or one of the few characters who doesn't care. He doesn't try to be tough. He doesn't really care much. He's just he has his idiosyncrasies, and he always has problems. A little bit of substance abuse, a little bit of you know concentration issues, and in this film, he's on the wagon. So he's been sober for 6 months. So he's doing the AA program, and also he's dating some girl on the internet that he's in love with. Clouds his perception a little bit. Also, age is caught up with him, so he's wearing glasses, and he's got a bifocal scope on his sniper rifle. But things don't work out that well initially for him. So, those things put together is kind of fun to play with as an actor, and it gives me somewhere to go. Like in each scene, I can always, try to massage it so that it's a bit entertaining for the audience and that they can follow the guy and follow the arc of the character and catch the payoffs on all of these different weaknesses and obstacles that he has, to accomplish his goal. Well, I like to add that, it's a real pleasure to work with Millennium, to work with Ivy Lerner, Sly Stallone, Jason Statham, Randy Couture, the rest of them, the whole gang. And it's just, this franchise is just amazing. It's just, there's something really special about it. I feel that way, and I think the audience will feel the same way when they see this picture. Hi, this is Dolph Lundgren. I'm in Greece shooting Expendables 4, and it's going really well. It's going to be an ass kicking movie as usual, and a lot of surprises, a lot of entertainment for all the viewers of this picture.